In a small town, Sarah, known for her beauty, stood in the schoolyard with her friends, mocking her classmate Amir, who had dark skin. "Amir, you look like you've never seen the sun. How do you walk around with that much darkness?" She laughed, and her friends followed suit. Amir stood there, his face turning red, but he said nothing. The class laughed loudly, but Amir kept his head down, silently enduring the cruelty. Days passed, and Sarah continued to bully Amir, always making cruel comments about his skin color. Amir remained quiet, his heart aching but his resolve growing stronger. One day, Sarah strutted into class, proudly boasting about an upcoming political event her father had set up. She was already planning on running for mayor someday, confident in her beauty and intelligence. Amir, now a teenager, was always the quiet observer, sitting alone in the back of the classroom, focusing on his studies. He was determined to rise above the hurtful words that had shaped his past. Years passed, and Sarah's confidence turned into arrogance. She became the town's youngest mayor, a position that brought her power, admiration, and respect, but it also left her lonely. No one truly knew her. Amir, now a grown man, had transformed into someone unrecognizable. He had built a successful career and embraced his dark skin, the source of so many cruel jokes in his youth. He was strong, confident, and most importantly, at peace with who he was. Sarah attended a political conference in a distant city. Walking through the crowded hallway, she bumped into Amir. For a moment, she couldn't recognize him. Amir smiled warmly at her, his eyes filled with kindness. "It's good to see you again, Sarah. How have you been?" he asked, his voice calm and reassuring. Sarah, taken aback by his transformation, stammered, "Amir, is that really you? You look different." She was still trying to process the shock of seeing him in such a powerful, confident state. Amir chuckled softly, "I've changed a lot. But the most important thing is that I've learned to forgive. And in doing so, I've found peace." Sarah was speechless. "Forgive? For what?" she asked, unsure of how to respond. The guilt shed buried deep inside began to resurface. Amir nodded, his smile still warm. "For the way I was treated. For the words you said that stayed with me for so long. But I've realized that forgiveness isn't about them, it's about me finding peace." Sarah looked down, her heart heavy with the weight of her past actions. She'd never considered how deeply her words had hurt him. She didn't know what to say. Amir turned to leave but paused. "I hope you find peace too, Sarah. It's not too late. You have the power to change, to build bridges instead of walls. Don't let success blind you." Sarah watched Amir walk away, his words echoing in her mind. She realized for the first time that success wasn't what made a person whole, it was their kindness, their ability to forgive, and how they treated others. Weeks later, Sarah stood in front of her mirror, reflecting on her life. She realized that the reflection staring back at her wasn't the woman she wanted to be. She wanted to be better, kinder, more compassionate. From that day forward, Sarah set out to change. She worked on herself, embracing kindness, and fostering genuine connections. She learned that true beauty didn't come from appearances, but from the heart, and in doing so, she became the person she was always meant to be.